The night Nkem discovered her husband's secret, the world did not scream. It did not thunder. It did not break. It simply went quiet. So quiet that she could hear the water dripping from the tap. So quiet that her own heartbeat sounded like a drum of war. So quiet that if a spirit had walked past her, she would have heard its footstep. The bathroom door was open. Steam crawled along the ceiling like frightened smoke, and what she saw standing before her, what should have been there but wasn't, made the air leave her lung. The bucket slipped from her hands. Water spread across the floor. Obidna turned. Their eyes met. No sound came out from her mouth, only silence, heavy silence, the kind of silence that ends marriages, the kind elders warn about when they say, the day the truth remove its wrapper, even love looks away. But before that morning, before the silence, before the secret stood naked between them, there was a village, there was a prophecy, and there was a boy who never asked to be different. In Umudike village, children were born loudly. They arrived screaming, demanding space in the world. But Obinna did not cry much. The midwife said it first. This one is watching us like an old man. The compound laughed, but his mother did not, because sometimes still water hides depth. And sometimes children carry heavy destinies. The day his umbilical cord dried, his parents carried him to the shrine of the chief priest. It was tradition. Every child's chi must be known. The shrine smelled of goat blood, herbs, and old wood smoke. White chalk symbol covered the walls. Cowries rattled in a calabash like bones. The chief priest threw the divination chain. Once, twice, three times. His face tightened. This child, he said slowly, does not belong fully to ordinary men. His father swallowed. What does that mean? He is choosing. Choosing for what? The priest's eyes lifted. To serve the gods. Silence. Even the flies seemed to stop buzzing. In his blood, the priest continued. There is sacred fire. If he grows like other boys, desire will stain him. Women will distract him. Flesh will weaken him. His calling will die. He told them the boy carried excess heat of manhood. He will grow wild, the herbalist warned. He will choose women, bring disgrace, fight, maybe kill. Some children must be corrected early. His mother clutched the baby tighter. So what must we do? The answer came like remove the root of manhood. Let him belong only to the spirits. Fear makes people obey things they would normally fight. That night, under trembling lantern lights, they did what they believed the gods demanded. The child cried until his voice broke, and when morning came, something could never grow again. Children are cruel without trying to be. By 10, the other boys were climbing trees, wrestling in sand, comparing whose voice had deepened first. Obina only watched. By 14, they spoke about girls in whispers and laughter. Obina listened like someone hearing stories about another planet. His body did not follow theirs. His silence grew heavier. They called him names: spirit child, half boy, woman heart. He stopped going to the river with them, stopped playing, stopped trying. He learned early. If you shrink yourself small enough, the world will forget to hurt you. His parents watched their son folding himself like dry leaves. Regret came later, but regret does not reverse knives. They never told him the truth. And as they only
elders
loved
say,
him too hard, a secret kept for too long begins to smell. Death came quickly. Fever took his mother first. His father followed before the next planting season. At just 20 years old, Obinna stood alone in the compound, surrounded by silence and abandoned cooking pots. No brothers, no sisters, no one to call his name. The village that once whispered about him now avoided his eyes. He sold the goods, packed 2 bags, and left before dawn. He did not visit the shrine. He did not say goodbye to the priest. He did not want the gods anymore. If serving them meant losing himself, he preferred to disappear among strangers. So he boarded a bus heading south, towards the city, towards the town, towards noise, towards anonymity. The city roared, downfall buses coughing smoke, hawkers shouting,
Buy gala, buy
Gala,
gala
pure
here.
water,
Buy
groundnuts,
pure water.
church
Cold
loudspeakers
pure water.
competing with bar music.
Buy gala
The air
here.
smelled of pepper soup,
Buy pure water.
salt from the
Cold
sea,
pure
and
water.
hot star. Obinna felt like a goat trapped in a marketplace. People did not care who you were, and that was its kindness. Nobody asked about his past. Nobody knew the boy who bathed alone at the river. Nobody knew the shrine. He came simply. Obinna, the quiet sprinter. He rented a small room, worked long hours, binding books, ate alone, slept alone. Weeks became months, months became years. Loneliness stopped hurting. It became normal, like breathing, until the day he met her. She sold old books under a faded umbrella near the roadside. Second-handed novels, school texts, torn Bibles. Arranged them carefully, like each one mattered. Men flirted. She ignored them. Nkem was not naive. She was loved before, had even shared beds before. But every time a man began to rush her body as if that was all that was what, she left. Not because she was a virgin, not because she feared desire, but because she wanted respect first. She had chosen celibacy for peace, and peace, she believed, was more valuable than
Smile for
pleasure.
us.
When she noticed Obina, quiet, gentle, never staring at her chest, never trying to brush her fingers by mistake, something inside her relaxed. With him, she did not feel haunted. She felt safe. He never crossed lines, never pressured, never even accidentally brushed against her. It felt respectful, sacred. Their friendship grew like evening light, soft, patient. They shared roasted corn, walked home together, talked about parents they had lost, dreams they buried, silences that did not feel awkward. He never pressured her, never hinted, never touched beyond what was necessary. She thought, finally, a good man. He thought, finally, someone who won't notice what I lack. Two lonely people holding each other like wounded birds, thinking love alone could outrun fate. Their wedding was small but joyful. Palm wine flowed, women sang, elders prayed. May your house be filled with sons and daughters. Nkem smiled brightly. Obina's smile trembled. At first, she did not mind his gentleness. She even liked it. Her friends complained constantly. Mine doesn't let me rest. I'm tired every night. They laughed and compared stories. Nkem laughed too, but quietly, because 4 months had passed and nothing, not even once. Every night, I am tired. Work stressed me. Let's pray first. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Desire, long buried under discipline, began waking up. Not wild, not dirty, just human. She was a wife now. Her body knew it. Her parents began calling. When will we carry our grandchildren? You are our only child. Don't delay too much. Pressure tightened around her like rope. She told Obinna. He nodded, promised, then avoided her again. She became confused, and slowly, confusion turned into fear. One morning, Obinna was beaten and forgot to lock the door. The tap was running. Steam called out. She pushed the door opened and stopped immediately, not because of anything, But because what she saw did not match any explanation she had prepared her heart for, not illness, not weakness, not tiredness, something else, something final. The bucket slipped from her hands. Water spread. Obina turned. Their eyes looked. Her throat closed. No scream, no question, only silence. Thick, endless, breathing stopped. Time froze, and in that heavy, suffocating quiet, the truth stood between them, uncovered, waiting.